Are you looking for the best paper bowls for a party? Well, we've got these right here that my wife picked up, so I figured that I'd show them off to you guys today. Let's go ahead and grab that Mike Vance knife right there so we can open this bad boy on up and see what we got on the inside here. And if you guys find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys hooking up that helpful for me right there. All right, let's get this thing on open, and this right here are our bowls. Got some nice deep paper bowls. In this box, we get a whole bunch of them. Looks like 4 stacks of them total. And we are gonna take a look at these. So these are 16-ounce bowls, and there's 156 bowls in each packet right here. So you got like 600 bowls, I think? That doesn't seem, is that 100? No, I think there's 100 total right here. Let's take a look at what we got. Oh, wow. These are, like, nice. First of all, love the depth in them. And I really, really like that because whenever you're dealing with a bowl, you're usually going to have something liquid in there. And if something liquid is in there, you want to make sure that you have enough depth in there so that whenever you do go walking with it, it doesn't like slosh out of the bowl. It's got great sides on there. In fact, let's go ahead and get some measurements on that real quick while we're taking a look at it. All the way from the top up, that is a solid like 1.75 inches right there. So you got a nice depth. The diameter of it is 6 inches across the top right there. Your bottom is about 4 inches, like 3 3/4. So it's got a nice little flare out to it as well. And then you can see how well it's made all the way around there. Another cool thing that you can do with these type of bowls is if your kids love to do art projects, one, you can kind of get a few of the bowls and you can organize like things that they can use, that where they're not dumping the entire thing or opening up a big giant bag of something and getting it all over the place. You can kind of partition things out. Also great for like a classroom setting as well. The other thing that you can do though is put like splotches of paint in here as well, and that way if your kids want to do a painting project, they don't squeeze the entire bottle of something all over the place, and instead you partition out just a little bit of what they need for that particular project. You might also want to consider writing on the bowls. So I got my trusty permanent marker right here, and I want to show you guys that it works great. Hey, you guys doing that yet? Definitely appreciate it when you guys hook that up for me. But you can see that it's not going to smear anything on the bottom side right there. So if you did need to write like kids' names on the bottom or something like that, or for whatever reason you needed to write on the inside as well, you see that it writes very nicely on there. So now let's take a look at the construction of this stuff. What I'm going to do, first of all, I kind of want to pull it. I'm curious. Can you make it wider than what it really is just by expanding out the sides of it a little bit? And it looks like you can, which is awesome. So if you wanted a wider bowl, maybe something not as deep, just simply pulling it out adds that little bit of width. You can see how it's going to kind of open up on the rim right there. But now you got a solid 7.5 inches right there. So you expanded it out a little bit more, which is nice. But let's go ahead and tear this thing on up now to see how this thing is put together. All right, so first of all, you can see how you have your outer layer right here, and you have an outer layer right here. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Grab one more of these. I want to show how leak-proof it is as well. So while we're talking about this, I'm going to throw some water into here, and you guys can, we can watch the water right there to see if it leaks through the bowl or not. But as I was mentioning, you have the two sides right here. It looks like they have like that coating on the top and on the back so that it will give it that leak proofness. And then you guys can see all of the fibers right on into there as well, all the different layers that they have that are making up this bowl. Look, you can usually really see it on here as well, like where I tore it right there. Those fibers are nice and small. They're nice and tight as well, so you know you're going to get some good strength out of this bowl. And then again, you can see the different layers of the plate right there as well. Here's another little piece of it where it kind of tore off. That's why I kind of tear it in many different directions so we can see some of the different layers that will be exposed while we're doing that. So this looks great. Look, check this out. Not leaking at all, which is just what we want. So if y'all are looking for some excellent disposable bowls because you're having a party, that's why we got them. We're having a Halloween party over here. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all some of these if this is something that you're looking for. And let me know if this was helpful. If it was, definitely appreciate you guys looking up that helpful for me right there. Y'all go ahead and add this to your cart if this is something that you want. I believe that they have like a whole bunch of different count of plates. So if you don't need this many, you can get a smaller size or you can get a bigger one. They probably make different sizes of the bowls as well. So just definitely go and check out the product listing below and go in through all the different options right there. You guys can go and choose exactly what you want. But all right, thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.